let's just sit in the rarefied air that is winning a Merseyside derby. It doesn't happen much, but we get to sit here and we get to just enjoy that peace and quiet. That peace and quiet that we enjoyed for most of tonight's game from our friends over there in the way end. What a night! What a night at Goodison Park. What a night. That is what waiting for 14 years is all about. That is what waiting 14 years brings out of you when you're at the match. Tonight was everything that a Merseyside derby is supposed to be. Stressful, horrible at times, anxious, nerve-wracking, a little bit unbelievable. It was just, it just had everything. It just had everything tonight. That game, from our point of view, had everything. It was unbelievable, an unbelievable performance by every single one of our players. Just incredible performance by every single one of those players in a blue shirt tonight. Every single one of them came out to do their job. Every single one of them came out for the fans and to do it for the royal blue shirt. And that was the difference tonight. You could tell earlier on. I did a little thing for Sky, and I was on with Neil Atkinson from the Redmen, and I could sense, he actually said the words, "This is the biggest game of our lives." And I was sitting there so relaxed about the game. And you could feel it. You could feel it in the ground. They fucking shit themselves tonight. They shit themselves. They did not know what hit them tonight. And you know what? We didn't know as a fan base what had hit us. Because tonight we saw what an Everton team is capable of. We saw what an Everton team is supposed to do in a Merseyside derby. We've seen what an Everton team's supposed to do every game. That took me back to the 90s. That took me back to my teenage years when I first started going a lot of games on my own, and I was in the middle of games like that where Everton had no right to win the game against the Liverpool side that had been touted for the league or whatever, and we rolled up every time and we put the frighteners on them. And the game was different then, of course. You could do all the nasty things, the dogs of war. You could kick fuck out of them. You didn't have to worry about VAR and all those kind of things. The game was a lot more even then in terms of what you could get away with and that was the great leveler and the pitch and all those kind of things. Tonight now the levelers have all gone. You've got VAR, for the penalty that, okay, he was offside. There's no issue about that. But things like that, that was the rub of the green that you used to need. Or Duncan Ferguson throwing himself round or throwing other people round. And you just don't get that anymore. The derby games have become sanitised. Players not getting sent off. Players, not even picking up yellow cards. No early tackle to warn the opposition that you're going to get stuck into them tonight. And yet tonight that really did feel like one of those games. We battled from the first minute. We were into them from the first minute. We didn't give them a minute. Yes, it got hairy at times. Yes, it got a little bit nervous when they were having lots and lots of the ball and they had 5 men up front and the full-backs were playing like wingers and we were trapped in our own half and Jordan Pickford's having to make save after save after save. But that's how it was. That's how it's always been. That's how it's always been. In Merseyside derbies that I've grown up with, any game that we've won, they've never been comfortable, they've never been easy, every single one, you've always had to fight for them, no matter what. Even when we won 3-0, the Andy Johnson derby, you know, the last time we won at home, every one, you had to battle, and every single player battled tonight, and it was an extraordinary game to be at. Really was, for all the connotations, for the fact that we needed the 3 points more than they did. We're talking about our existence here as a football club. Never mind winning the league or throwing a party because our manager's leaving. We're talking about our absolute existence as a football club. Staying in the Premier League is the absolute must need that we have to do. And you could see that tonight. The manager sent them out so fired up, but also to do a job. The manager got the team absolutely spot on. He didn't get, dragged into playing Ashley Young, or he did all the right things tonight. James Garner. I mean, I picked the side yesterday. Let's be honest, I picked the side yesterday. But he got the team spot on. He got the team right for the job that it needed to do. And they did it. And as you say, you go, as a football fan, as an Everton fan, we've been through fucking some shit, haven't we? All of us. And we disagree, and we argue, and, whether we like the manager or we don't like the manager, or, whether we like certain players. When an Everton team puts in a performance like that, you can feel nothing but love for them. Nothing for love for them. They were absolutely, to a player tonight, just unbelievable. And they stood up when it mattered. And that's the most important thing, that they stood up when it mattered. When we went 1-0 up. And I thought we were very, very comfortable, by the way. And we went 1-0 up. And then suddenly the game just changed a little bit. They just thought, we have to win this. And they flooded forward, and there was some unbelievable saves, there was some unbelievable defending, and we got through that period just before half time where it was looking really, really nervous, and everyone just needed a breath, and we were counting down the minutes to just get into half time. And obviously Michalenko picked up an injury, and you're thinking, you've got to do that again in the second half, and somehow we did it, and we played better in the second half because we were a real threat on the counter-attack in the second half. And obviously, Dominic Calvert-Lewin has scored a classic Derby Day goal. A Duncan Ferguson, Bob Latchford, Graham Sharp, Andy Gray, Dixie Dean, Joe Royle-esque header at the Gladys Street off a corner to give us all 3 points. And honestly, if you could bottle that feeling, if you could bottle that feeling that we all experienced when the final whistle went. I said I've seen loads and loads of people, and thank you to everyone who came up and wanted to have a chat. You get 90 minutes of pure agony, and you only get like 15 minutes to celebrate it in the ground. And I know a lot of people will be out right now and will be celebrating it. And that's boss. Celebrate it, really do. Celebrate it for as long as you can. If you're out tonight, stay out. Except Ned. Ned, you are needed in the studio tomorrow. You get your arse home now with your jargons. Celebrate it, enjoy it. 14 years. I will put this into some. Tomorrow is the first time in the history of Toffee TV that I can walk into the studio and Avi. We've only ever won one derby in the whole time Toffee TV's been around, and that's coming up to 10 years in May. We're about to celebrate our 10-year anniversary next month. And apart from the COVID the derby, where there was only me and Baz, that tomorrow is the first time I can actually walk into our studios with my head held high and celebrate. And I don't even know what to do. I think I'll do the old smug smile. I don't even think I'll rub it in. I'll just walk in with my smug smile, and I'll just sit. I will just sit in our room, and they will just hear noises. They will hear noises as we smugly talk about the derby win. that we rightly enjoy. It is the only, I suppose the only sort of downside, and I don't think there is a downside, but the only sort of thing is that because it's a night match, but it being a night match is boss because the atmosphere is boss in it. But the only thing is, because it's a night match, because it's a night match, we don't get that long to celebrate it. Although I imagine people will be celebrating it all the way till Saturday. We don't get to celebrate it, but properly. But anyone who's in the match tonight celebrated. They sung their heart out. Please, if you've not watched my Gladys reaction, please watch it after this. It is an absolute bumper 20-minute one where there's a lot of celebrating in it, and I don't apologise for that. I don't apologise that for whatsoever. It was a night that has took 10 years to come round for Toffee TV, 14 years for all Evertonians at the home games. Listen, Ryan, get in Pop World, lad. No, don't go to Pop World. The Copites, they've given us loads of shit. Don't go to Pop World. Go somewhere else. Go to Denby. That's an Everton pub. Go to Denby and spend your money with Evertonians. Swerve Pop World. They're all Reds. Denby will do it. I'm sure it'll stay open. As I sit here with my cup of tea. My cup of tea from the Avengers campus in Disney. The sweet taste of decaffeinated tea. That's not, I can't even drink proper tea. I have to drink decaffeinated tea because anything caffeinated after about 5 o'clock for me means I need a wee in the middle of the night. That's just facts. That's just life. That's just life. Yeah. This is a feeling that needs bottling. It's amazing. It's amazing. And when you're a successful side, you get to do this all the time. You get these games all the time that you get to enjoy. We don't get them that often. So it's important. It's important that we enjoy it. And we savour it. And I'm not even asked. I'm not bothered about all that. Like, you lost the league at Goodison and all that, because we don't know whether that'll happen. I'm not even asked about any of that. All I'm asked is that Everton took a major step tonight to being in the Premier League next season. That's all I'm really bothered about, to be honest. I'm not interested in anything else, really. I mean, don't get me wrong, if it works out that they did lose the league at Goodison Park, then that's also nice. That's also a nice blessing. But there you go. And you know what? Listen, fair play to the manager. He's took some shit. He's had people saying he should be sacked and all this. But the last two games, I think he learned personally from the Chelsea game. I really do. I think he learned a lesson from the Chelsea game. I think he realised that night that he'd made a mistake. And I think in the last two games, we've come out just a slightly different team. Listen, I don't know if he's the Messiah. He might be for some, and fair play. We'll see what happens at the end of the season. We'll see what happens. We'll have a chat at the end of the season about it. But this is not the time for anyone to be saying, I told you so. This is not the time for anyone to say, just enjoy this. Enjoy this for us. Forget about whether you dice in, dice out, you don't like a certain player, you do like a certain player, you've been slagging Dominic Calvert-Lewin off, or you wanted Schmitty to start this game, which loads of people told me yesterday. Doesn't matter. Forget all of that stuff. None of that stuff matters. None of it matters. This is about all of us enjoying the night. That's what it's all about. It's about all of us enjoying the night, and enjoying the week. And hopefully, on Saturday we get the job finished. Because that's all it's about now. Just getting the job finished for our sake, so that we can go to Luton, and then the last game of the season at home enjoy it. Let's get a little bit of unity. Let's hope this is a moment where we can start to look at the future. We just take one. What's that thing in The Martian where he says everything's going to go south, but you've just got to work the problems and do one at a time. Well, we're doing one at a time, and let's get the first one done, which is getting the points, and then we'll sort out the ownership, and then we'll sort out. Then the stadium will be finished, and then we'll sort out buying players for next season. The first one is getting over the line. That's the first one we do. And then it's sorted. That bit's sorted. We can enjoy. We can stay away. We don't have to worry about the last game of the season. Arsenal. We don't have to worry about Sheffield United last game of the season at Goodison. Imagine going into Sheffield United last game of the season at Goodison and just be like, can enjoy a game of football. A stress-free. When was the last time any of us went to Goodison Park and it was a stress-free game of football? I'll tell you when it was. Rafa Benitez's first game against Southampton. That was the last time any of us had a stress-free game at Goodison Park. It really was. It really was. Every game since has been stress, everything. Every moment has been stress. No, you can't enjoy games. You can't. You're thinking afterwards. What does this mean? What does that? Since Saturday, my head has been, and I wasn't beat like this. I've said this loads of times. Since Saturday, because we're like 7 points. I've been every calculation going through my. I must look. People must look at me, and I must look either like Alan from The Hangover when he's counting cards, or in 21 Jump Street when he's on the drugs and he's doing all the stuff on the blackboard and he's just like, science, I've just solved science. Because I've been working out everything. If we get this here and then they lose there and that, then we should have it done from here. But every permutation I've been working out in my head. Every permutation. And I just want it done. It would just be glorious if it was done by Saturday night. Luton go to Wolves and lose, and we get a win on Saturday. And it's all done and it's all dusted and we can all just chill out and we can relax, and we're not talking about ifs, buts and maybes. We're talking about next season in the Premier League, and that's what it's all about. So I honestly feel like I could sit here all night. I do appreciate that it's 12:05, but by the time I got out the ground and by the time I got my video uploaded, and by the time I got in, and the time I got my cup of tea, and the time I watched a little bit of the highlights because I wanted to see the goals. I am going to do play ratings, by the way. Sort of, anyway. Yeah. Ah, glorious. And I'm going to go, when this finishes, I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to watch all of the aftermatch stuff. I think I might have just missed the match of the day with some gutted about, because I believe Danny Murphy was on it. I'll go down. I'll try and get that on the iPlayer if I can, so I can just watch Danny Murphy squirming. Oh, it's just good. Right, I am actually gonna talk about some of the players, because it is the play ratings, and that's what I do. Jordan Pickford, incredible night for him. He's took some shit off them lot, little arms and all. Isn't it just glorious? Isn't it glorious the way the ball squirmed under Alisson, sorry. Isn't that glorious? And the shit Jordan Pickford takes, the absolute shit he takes, and the ball squirmed under Alisson. It's absolutely fantastic. It's absolutely just poetic. 7 saves, goals prevented 1.26. He made some big saves in that game, and they cannot give him any shit ever again. So Jordan Pickford, unbelievable tonight. unbelievable. Stood up when it mattered. He was brilliant. Jordan Pickford gets a 10. Ben Godfrey at 0-0. Ben Godfrey saved what would have been a certain goal, an absolute certain goal tonight. He got in there and he saved an absolute certain goal. He'd already done one before that as well, but he'd had done a clearance as well. Was he perfect? No. 2 out of 4 ground duels, 2 out of 2 aerial duels. He missed a sitter as well at 0-0. He missed a sitter at 0-0. But I'm not going to hold that against him. I'm really not going to hold that against him. You know what I feel like? I feel like, you know, the end of Harry Potter, where like Slytherin win the House Cup, but then Dumbledore's like, I've got some special points here, and then is it Gryffindor end up winning it? That's what I'm a bit like tonight. I am full Dumbledore tonight. Full Dumbledore without the beard. So, for that clearance off the line, Ben Godfrey gets 10 tonight. On the other side, for Vitaly Michalenko, had Mo Salah in his arse pocket, but unfortunately, because he had him so much in his arse pocket, and because he's a little fatty, Salah now, it weighed him down, and it may have broken his foot, sadly. Because Salah is a little fatty now, isn't he? He's done, absolutely done, Salah. See you later. Go and get your money in Saudi, because you are done, my friend. But because he's a little fatty, come back from the African nations, a little fatty, he basically, the weight of him broke Michalenko's foot. But Michalenko got up and he got on with it. And he kept on playing till half time. And he played on. And he done his job. And for that, he gets 10 points. He gets a 10 for that. I told you I was going to be like Dumbledore. I told you. The centre-backs. James Tarkowski was like just a leader tonight. 4 out of 6 ground duels, 2 out of 4 aerial duels. Right place, right time. Put his head in where it hurts. One for the set pieces was causing murder, allowing us to get on the ball. He got 9 clearances, 5 interceptions, 3 tackles. Was like just a dog of war of old. Ran through a brick wall tonight. Don't think his hair got to put out of place. And for that, James Tarkowski gets a 10. I think you can see where I'm going with this. Jared Branthwaite. Say those words. Say that name. Say that name back to yourself. It is like saying, I don't know. It's like having silk in your mouth when you say Jared Branthwaite. You know, this young man, he may have been born in Carlisle, but he was made at Everton. He stepped up, scored the first goal tonight. They tried to take it off him. They looked at every way possible they could take it off him. He was not going to be denied. He was not going to be denied. He defensively was also superb. Ground duels 1 out of 1. Aerial duels 2 out of 3. Clearances 8. Block shots 4. 1 tackle, because he doesn't have to tackle. He's so good he doesn't have to tackle. Remember Paolo Maldini said, if you have to tackle, you've already lost. He doesn't have to tackle. He stays on his feet. And he is like silk. He is like silk. Jared Branthwaite. Unbelievable. What a player. What a player. It will be emotional the day that we have to let that young man go. But let's not think about that right now. Jared Brandtwick gets a 10. Unbelievable that he got another goal for Everton and he scored in the Merseyside derby in a game that we've won. Incredible. Adissa Gana Gay. Adissa Gana Gay is the difference. He is the difference. What a player. Everton, please, give this man a contract. I beg of you, give this man a contract. He is unbelievable. When he plays, the doubters were there. He's had the doubters. They all cried for him to be out the team. They all wanted the new shiny thing in the side. They all wanted James Garner in the side. Because he couple of straight misplaced passes. But Adissa Gana Gay can't be denied. This man cannot be let. It can't be left to leave Everton once again. We never replaced him. We replaced Adissa Gana Gay with Adissa Gana Gay. What does that say? What does that say when you replace a player with himself? That's only happened once before, and that person was Jesus Christ. That's all I'm saying. When he walked out that cave, he essentially replaced himself. Adissa Gana Gay is basically the same. He's basically the same. He walks on water. He was magnificent. I was shocked to see him go off. Go off. He was magnificent tonight. He is magnificent. 41 touches, 86 pass accuracy in a Merseyside derby, which is it's going, it's left, right, and centre. 3 out of 4 ground duels, 2 out of 2 aerial duels, dribble attempts 1 out of 1. We have to make sure this man stays. We have to make sure that we let this football club know that we want him to stay at this football club. He has to be an Everton player next year. There's too much experience. There's too much nous. There's too much of a good player there to let go out the door for nothing. He is too good a player. Adissa Gana Gay gets a 10, but it's a special 10 because he only played 75 minutes. So therefore, it's more than a 10. Adissa Gana Gay was my man of the match. He is my man of the match tonight. He was magnificent. He was absolutely magnificent. I was shocked when he was taken off. Yeah, I was shocked. But Sean Dyche had to make the victory more convincing by not having him on the pitch. A win with him on the pitch, people say, well, yeah, you had Adissa Gana Gay on the pitch. So therefore, it is not correct. He is, in fact, a cheat code. So we had to play 15 minutes, 20 minutes with the 5 minutes, with him not on the pitch, just as confirmation that it was of the win. It was only fair that Liverpool got to play 20 minutes without Adissa Gana Gay on the pitch, off the pitch. That was only fair on Liverpool. Only fair. They've got a league title to win. How are they expected to win league titles when Adissa Gana Gay is in the team playing against them? It was only right. It was only right that Sean Dyche allowed that to happen. He's a sporting man. Unbelievable. What a performance by Adissa Gana Gay. Absolutely sensational. Absolutely sensational. I may get an Everton shirt with his name on it because I feel it was such a special performance. James Garner, let's have a chat about James Garner. I put him in my side. I ruled with my head yesterday when I did my starting 11, which I got absolutely spot on, by the way. So, taking some kind of credit for the win there. James Garner, again, excellent. Only 25 touches of the ball, but every single touch was... Every single touch he had tonight was like... It was like the scent. It was like the scent of Sex Panther. It needs to be in moderation. Too much, and it's killing you. it was killing you. It has to be in moderation, the touches. Jules, do you know how many duels he took part in tonight? 6. Do you know how many duels he won? 6. No one has won that many duels since Dick Turpin, I believe. Even the Scarlet Pimpernel did not win that many duels. It was a masterclass. He had one aerial duel. Guess what? He won it. What a shock. Because he's James Garner. And he can do whatever he fucking wants. That's all I'm going to say. There was 3 Scousers on the pitch tonight. Two of them, well, all year is hype. All year is hype. No one's talking about James Garner. But that's the way James Garner likes it. He just goes under the radar like a stealth bomber. And what the stealth bombers do, they blow the shit out of things. And that's what James Garner did. 10 for James Garner. Jack Harrison. Tonight we spell redemption Jack. Jack worked his bollocks off in the first half when they were getting so much width from their fullbacks and Ben Godfrey was having to tuck in. He did so much work to stop their wide men from getting into the areas that they wanted to be in. Once again, he run his bollocks off. 15 ground duels. 15 ground duels he had tonight. He won 9 of them. 9 out of 15. This is for a winger. This is like a winger though that he's not even a modern winger. He's a winger from the 50s. Has anyone ever seen that program, Good Night Sweetheart? Jack Harrison came through from the other side. He walked through the shop, the other side, and walked into the 2000s and decided he was going to continue playing professional soccer. But he was going to keep his 50s haircut. And that's what he did. And not one of those hairs was out of place tonight. It was magnificent. It was GQ. Mo Salah's been on the front of GQ. So that shows they'll let anyone on it. Jack Harrison will be on GQ soon. But it'll be renamed. It'll just be renamed Jack. And that's the future. That is the future. Jack Harrison was tremendous tonight. Worked his socks off. A massive team performance from him. As I said, he had 8 dribble attempts and 6 of them was successful. 8 dribble attempts. That's got to be more than he's had in the last year. 8 dribble attempts and he was successful with 6 of them. 6 of them. They're incredible numbers. Incredible numbers. Aerial duels, he won 2 out of 3. Jack Harrison won 11 of 18 duels tonight. Jack Harrison, of all people. His mum will be happy tonight. And lots of other people's mums will be happy tonight by just watching Jack Harrison. Dwight McNeil. My sweet Dwight. I'm sometimes hard on Dwight McNeil. I am sometimes hard on Dwight McNeil. You're always hardest on the ones you love most, I feel. 4 out of 6 crosses were accurate tonight, including the second goal. The clincher at the Gladys Street. Long balls, 8. 5 were accurate. 1 shot on target. Stung the palms of Alisson. We won't talk about his ground duels or his aerial duels. We'll leave that. That's not where we don't need to bother ourselves with them. We don't need to bother ourselves with them. But once again, Dwight has provided an assist. His dad, Sean Dyche, will be very, very happy with him tonight. He has done his work. And I believe Dwight McNeil is currently playing EA 24 with Still Ryan. They are doing the Merseyside derby again, full 90 minutes. They're recreating it because they don't feel like one derby win is enough. So Sweet Dwight is having a 90-minute Merseyside derby with Still Ryan. If Still Ryan can get away from the hordes of children that want pictures with him, because he's such a lovely, lovely young man. So I believe Dwight McNeil, not just for the first game, the first Merseyside derby, but also for the second Merseyside derby he'll play tonight. It's a 10. It's a 10 for Dwight McNeil. Abdoulaye Doucouré. I don't want to start with negatives, so I won't. 29 touches. 3 out of 5 ground duels. 1 out of 1 aerial duel. 1. So he's just winning. He's winning. Because that's what Abdoulaye Doucouré does. In many languages, Abdoulaye Doucouré actually means he who wins. That's the translation. It's been lost, that translation though. Modern languages have been unable to translate his name, but it is believed it was etched onto tablets that were found somewhere in Kirby, that his name is he who wins. And that's what he did to do tonight. He won. And that's it. That's all you need to say. That's all you need to say about Abdoulaye Doucouré. He gets a 10. Dominic Calvert-Lewin. What can I say about Dominic Calvert-Lewin that hasn't already been said? I don't know. Many have doubted Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But I have never, ever, ever... I've never, ever relented for my love of Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I have loved Everton number 9s since I was a child. Well, not small child. I've never been a small child because I was born 6 foot, which was an impressive labour from my mother, I must say. Dom scared the shit out of Virgil van Dijk tonight. He scared the shit out of him. He was absolutely brilliant tonight. Absolutely brilliant. 6 out of 10 ground duels won. Only 5 out of 14 aerial duels, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter because he wasn't always trying to win it. It's not about winning it. It's about stopping the opposition from winning it. And that's what Dom did tonight. He forced errors. He had an opportunity in the first half where he was just practicing. He was giving Alisson confidence. That's what he was doing. He felt like, again, very much like taking Idrissa Gana Gueye off. Dominic Calvert-Lewin had seen the goal. But no, he didn't, because it was before the goal. But anyway, he wanted to give Alisson some confidence because he knew by the time the game was over that Alisson would be feeling very, very low. And Dom is the kind of human being that wants to see no suffering in another human being. So we give him a little taster. He said, I'll be doing that again in the second half. See if you can save this one. The answer was no. He could not save that one. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin once again proved that Everton number 9s are the greatest number 9s. and always will be. It's the number which is synonymous with Everton, and always will be, and always has been, because of course Everton were the first club to ever have a number 9. So it's our number, in effect. It's our number, and it will always be our number. And other clubs can claim that their number 9s are important. They're not. Ours was the first. We've got the greatest in William Ralph Dean and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, after abuse from all quarters, got that goal. And what a moment for him. What a moment. It's joyous, and it's emotional, and it's just absolutely fantastic. So he was immense tonight. He was immense. He made Virgil van Dijk look like a hobo. Not in just the way he looks, but in the way he plays. And 3 goals in his last 4 games shows that if you get him the right service and the right condition, and this is a player, by the way, that there was doubts about and hadn't trained and wanted to play, and people had said don't play him, save him for Saturday. He turned up tonight. There's been a lot of questions about him and whether he's got Everton in his heart and all these, silly things that people will say. Dom proved he's a proper Everton number 9 tonight, and no one can ever take that away from him. So bravo. You go and you shave your face as much or as little as you want, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I will never complain. And Dominic Calvert-Lewin is Mr. GQ. Jack is just purely borrowing the cover off him for a moment, for a brief moment in time. He is borrowing the cover of GQ because it really belongs to Dominic Calvert-Lewin and his shaved face. And whatever he wants to wear, that's his business. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Merseyside derby hero, goal scorer, father, GQ cover owner, face shaver. Put that on a t-shirt. And where the fuck was his song after the game? Swerve all that Green Day shite. The subs. Ashley Young, who, I think a lot of people thought this was going to be the worst nightmare. We won a Merseyside derby with Ashley Young playing left back for a half. You'll never sing that. You will never ever sing that. I watched Ashley Young take a free kick tonight that nearly hit the top of the Gladys Street, and no fucks were given when it happened. Absolutely none. But you know what? He played well. He come on and he played well. Fair play to him. He had 1 ground duel. He won it. He had 1 aerial duel. He won it. He also had Mr. Salah in his arse pocket. Salah has the rare fate of being in 2 Everton players' arse pockets. I don't know if that's ever happened before to any Liverpool player. I really don't. And I wonder whether he had a cheek each. He was occupying a cheek each, or was it the same cheek? Is it just the left cheek, or did he have the right cheek? I don't know. I don't have those figures in front of me. There is nothing on Opta to clear that up. But he was excellent. He done a really good job. So, and he done a really good job of not having VAR have to look at anything he did. So, Ashley Young gets a 10. Because he played half, and so did Mykolenko. So he also gets a 10. He also gets a 10 for putting Mo Salah back into the lamp. And fair play to him. Amadou Onana, he came on for the last 15 minutes. He had 8 touches of the ball. He didn't have any ground duels. He didn't have any aerial duels. He really didn't do anything. And that's why he's getting an 8. Because tonight, by not doing anything, you still get an 8. Because why wouldn't you? Yusuf Shamiti played exactly 1 minute. He had 3 touches. He had 2 aerial duels that he did not win any of them. And he still gets a 7. And that's because everyone thought you should play tonight. Well, not everyone, but certain people wanted you to play. You played 1 minute, therefore you deserve 7. That's the best I can do. That is the best I can do. This may be the greatest player ratings ever, isn't it? You've got to all agree on that. In fact, if you think this is the greatest player ratings ever, do at least one thing for me, and that is give this video a like. And if you want to do something really nice for me, why not become a Toffee TV Premium member? Or, well, not or, but also download the SofaScore app. If you wouldn't mind. If you wouldn't mind. But I'd like you to become a Toffee TV Premium. I actually think this video deserves, I'll do the super chats in a minute. It actually deserves basically everybody who can afford it to become a Toffee TV Premium member. Because tomorrow is going to be absolutely brilliant on the channel. And when we do the final word and when we do whatever we're doing at 5 o'clock, which will only be on Toffee TV Premier, I think you should all be there. And I want you all there watching. Because these are the salad days, ladies and gentlemen. And the salad days are great. But if you want dressing on your salad, you have to be on Toffee TV Premier. That's all I'm saying. We've got a bit of that Paul Newman shizzle going on our salad. Do you know what I mean? So all of you who are already Toffee TV Premiers and members and have downloaded the SofaScore app, you're already legends. You are already legends. But the reason I don't have to get up and do a normal job tomorrow is because of our Toffee TV Premium members. And honestly, that is why I can be sitting here at 25-1 rambling like an absolute fucking dickhead. Because I don't have to go to a job tomorrow. I go to the studio where I can buzz my tits off over the Liverpools. In fact, I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to try and find as many videos of them watching tonight's game as I possibly can. This is how scared they were. I left the studio at 4 o'clock this afternoon and there was only one of them in. One of them, the social media guy, Dan, who's a nice guy, fair play to him. He was the only one there in the studios. Me, John Blaine, Ned, done our day's work as we always do. Bit of Toffee TV Premier exclusive video, bit of More Than a Game. And there was one of them. That's how much they knew. The question is, how many will there be tomorrow of them? I'm saying fucking none of them. It is past the watershed, I will swear. I'm saying none of them. Honestly, I am saying absolutely none of them. Oh, fuck's sake, I need a new cup of tea. Me tea's... How did me tea just go cold? I was just drinking it and it was warm and now it's cold. I need a new cup of tea. And I can't get one, clearly. Yeah. This has been absolutely... I will do the super chats now. There's not a chance on earth I will not do the super chats. Don't worry, I will do them now. Mike Cosgrove says, up the F and Toffees, keep the good work. Keep up the good work. I can barely speak. Toffee TV. Adam says, up the F and Toffees. Daryl says, up the F and Toffees from Florida. I just bought some 14-year-old rum. I'm glad you said rum there. I was really worried for a moment there. And enjoy this win. Dance1211 says, you could have cut steel cabal with how tight I was clenching for all those 90 minutes. Fazza says, he's the bald Moyes in a tracksuit. Scott Richards says, up the F and Toffees from Kellowa, Canada. What a night. Still only 4 p.m. here. Oh my God, you've got all night. Greg Morgan says, can you rate the away fans out of 10? Fucking none. They are abysmal. They are always fucking abysmal. They are the biggest load of fucking nonsense ever. Liverpool fans are the biggest myth in fucking football history. Go and watch the video I did with William Hill when I absolutely destroyed the lad. Sorry, Mo. Another Mo got destroyed. They are awful. Did anyone hear anything they sung tonight? I mean, don't get me wrong, they could have sung dead loud. I wouldn't have heard it for the Gladys Street because we were absolutely magnificent. And once again, the 1878 have outdone themselves with the flags. It was amazing. Just amazing to be there and see all that, the flags and everything, all that going on, and Everton get the win. It was fucking so special tonight. It was so special. As you can see, this is like winning a derby. Like, it's honestly, this is like 14 years. This is like 14 years of just everything pouring out of me. And this, consider that I do not drink alcohol anymore. I have not drunk alcohol since the last time I had a pint was a pint of Guinness in December 2022, and that was the first pint I'd had for 2 months. So I have not drunk alcohol. I've had 1 pint of Guinness for the best part of 18 months, and I'm still capable of providing this much fucking nonsense. Could you imagine if I'd had a drink tonight? Jesus. They are shit. They are the most over fucking hyped fans in the world. They are fucking nonsense. They're all me when it's all going well. Honest to God, they emptied quicker than my arse after a curry. They were fucking gone. They were out of there. In fact, I think the police kept us behind. The police kept us behind and let them go out. Normally it's the other way around. They let them go into the night, and it was a you know what? By the way, it's a full moon. Maybe that's the where I am. Robert Jones says, thanks for providing group therapy you've provided over the last few years. Tonight makes it worthwhile. It does, doesn't it? It does make it worthwhile. Some things are said, some harsh things are said. In fact, this season I've tried not to be harsh. I don't know if anyone's noticed that. People go, why'd you do your play ratings like that? Why'd you do like 6.3 and all that? Because I try not to give like scores that are like 5s and or 2s. I try because I was told that some of the players watched them and they weren't very happy. Someone at Everton told me that. I've got no problem saying that. Someone said, players watch your player ratings and they're not very happy. Right? So I don't actually want to make players cry. Right? I don't want to make players not like me. So I sort of changed the player ratings so it sounded like I was being less harsh on them. And really, most players don't really get below 6. And that was the thing I could do. And I haven't been like calling everybody, I haven't like said people are shit or whatever, which I did last season because I was massively stressed out about this football club. I don't mind. I'm actually talking to people, aren't I, right now? I forget that sometimes. I have no issue with saying last year was so much stress for me doing this channel because not only am I obviously a very passionate Everton fan, and of course my heart does rule my head. I think everyone knows that. Baz is like the calm one, and I'm like the fucking idiot who is led by my heart over my head, and I do say stupid things, and it does get me into trouble, and it does piss some people off at the football club, and I get that, but it's only because I fucking love this football club, obviously, like we all do. But I've also got my company tied up into this business, in my business into this football club as well. And that can be a bit stressful at times, worrying about the football club and how it affects me and my family. I'm actually glad my dad didn't go tonight, and I'm actually a bit glad. I'm sad that he didn't go, but I'm also a little bit relieved that he didn't go, because I think he may have had a heart attack if he'd gone the game tonight. I'm a little bit sad that my sister wasn't there tonight, because she fucking deserves it after everything she's been through in the last 5 or 6 years. She absolutely deserves it. So I was a little bit sad they weren't there. But like, Everton are literally like my family. I met my wife because of Everton. My sister met her husband because of Everton. So both of us got married to people because of Everton, which is mad. My niece and nephew are because of Everton. It's mad, absolutely mad. So last season I was pretty stressed out by Everton, and I've been a lot calmer this year, because I am a little bit calmer this, even though the situation is actually worse this year. But last year was majorly stressed out, and also because of everything that happened with Headlock Gate, I was angry, very, very angry. And at times I took that out on the players. But this year I've tried to be a bit calmer, and I've tried to be, when I've done my player ratings, I look at all the stats, and I get everything, and I get all, try and do it proper, rather than just going, he fucking shit, he fucking that, right, which I've done in the past. But nights like this actually make it worthwhile, but they also make it like, at times I feel like a little bit embarrassed because of the things I've said about, like, maybe the manager or some of the players. But let's not forget, we didn't win many games for like 3 months. But anyway, that doesn't matter. We have won. Let me just see what else. Down the bank says, "Get in there, you beautiful ginger legend." Beautiful ginger. At least one of those things is true. At least one of those things is true. And it's not ginger, because I am, as everybody knows, Nordic Sunset is my hair colour. I think pretty much everyone knows that. Not quite sure why you think I'm ginger. I am Nordic Sunset. And I'd like as we go forward, for that to be the classification for my hair, please. Nordic Sunset. So, yeah. I don't really want to stop, because I feel if I stop, it'll all be over. I feel like it'll all be over if I stop talking. I'm getting loads of comments on my phone of like messages going, "What is the lad? What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop talking." Yeah, I've heard loads of people, but it's loads of people have said, by the way, where Baz is on holiday. He's in Florida. He's gone on holiday. So that's why he's not on the channel, because he's gone to Florida. I have put a little video out on Toffee TV on Twitter, of him doing a little match report from Typhoon Lagoon. He didn't watch the match. He said he wasn't going to watch the match. So he's on holiday. He's trying to have a complete break from Everton. And we've won 2 out of 2. When John went to Florida in December, we won 4 out of 4. Baz is away for Saturday's game and Friday's game. So we have an opportunity to go 4 for 4 while someone is in Florida, which means that maybe someone from Toffee TV has to move to Florida, maybe. So it's Nordic Sunset. People in Kansas might not understand that. Yeah, so Baz is in, I think he was in Typhoon Lagoon, I think he was. But I'll be honest, I would rather have tonight than 2 weeks in Florida. I really would. I really, really would. So, there you go. How long have I've been on for? An hour. It's 1:45. I could either just keep talking, or I could go and watch X-Men 97 and I could go and watch The Bad Batch. But I'm not. I'm going to save them for tomorrow because they have to be watched with clarity. I finished Shogun last night. What a show, by the way. What a show. If you're not watching Shogun, go and watch it. It's incredible. Robert Jones says, let's start a fund to send Baz away year round. I mean, if you... the best way to fund our trips to Florida would be joining Toffee TV Premier. That would be the way. That would be the way to help us. Don't crowdfund a house for Toffee TV. I mean, there is. I'll be on. Can I just give you a little? Can I just give you a little secret? We actually have a house in Florida. John Blaine owns a house in Florida that he rents out to anybody. It's a holiday home. So we do have a house in Florida. So you can rent the house if you want to rent it. You can rent it if you want to go on holiday in the Toffee TV Villa in Orlando. You can go. Florida is great. It is better than Kansas. There's no reason to go to Kansas, by the way, unless Everton are playing there. Then maybe someone would go, but there's no reason to go to Kansas. I just needed to make that very clear. I think they might have World Cup games. Maybe that might be a reason to go. But yeah. So if you honestly become a Toffee, I sound like I'm begging you. You're all dead happy. Go and become a Toffee TV member, and also you get discounts off t-shirts. And everyone who's on Toffee TV Premier loves it. They all love it. Absolutely love it. Genuinely. There was people in the car. Fallout was a great show as well. I loved Fallout. Fallout. The place in Fallout that was actually better than Kansas as well. A nuclear bomb falling on California is also better than Kansas. How many people are actually watching? I need to just see. I need to see how many people are actually watching. I can't really... Hang on. Where's my analytics? 1,200 people are watching. 1,200 people are watching. And it's actually gone. Hang on, is it still going up? See, I can't go if it's still going. It's gone down. There's been a big drop. I think since I stopped doing the play ratings, the actual ratings, there's been a bit of a drop. Look at the comments. Everyone's saying Toffee TV Premier is the greatest. Get over there. Get over there, honestly. Get over there. It's the place to be. We have such a good time. You will hear stuff from Ned that you will not believe is possible. Is absolutely possible. People are watching all around the world. Sydney, New Zealand, Canada, America. People are watching everywhere. People are loving. Maybe I'm the only thing on at the moment. Maybe you're in work in America and you're like sneakily watching. P. Macher says, I fell asleep, woke up and Ped is still on. Carla said, Ped, this is what Ped is like on Premier all the time. Yeah. Nathan says, Kansas is the Chiefs, who are amazing, to be fair. To be fair, sound, mate, I'm only messing with Kansas. I'm winding Eric up. You know, Eric, who was my first podcast love. He's watching. Lulu's in Florida. Toffee TV Premier's boss. That's from Chris Bain, and he actually give me money. Toffee is in Torquay. A3 is in Wisconsin. Dark Arts is in Berko. Yeah, they do. They have the Chiefs, who I believe are very, very good at kickball or whatever it's called. Oh, do you know what else is boss? I can go to Anfield to watch Taylor Swift and be really, really like. I don't have to worry now, do I? The Oswald's in Atlanta. I can go to watch Taylor Swift at Anfield and just have a big fucking smile on my face. It's going to be amazing. I might... Do you think I could wear an Everton top at Anfield to watch Taylor Swift? James W says, bring back that podcast. I can't because of Eric. Eric is a very important businessman now. Greg's in Harewood. He's a very, very important. Eugene's in Northern Ireland. Eric's a very important businessman. He wears businessman. He doesn't wear pants anymore because he works from home. Tim Hill's in Nottingham. Eric says Chiefs are in Missouri. All right, I was giving you bloody town a bit of a praise, and now you're telling me. LPG says I'm a City fan and respects who respects this channel massively. Ped is on fire tonight. Well, you respect it so much. Why don't you become a Toffee TV member, you coward? Dark Art says Taylor Swift and Anfield, time to turn the stream off. No, it's not, mate. I might go to watch Taylor Swift at Anfield wearing an Everton top. I reckon that needs to be done. In fact, I think, right, genuinely, right, Everton Football Club should give me next season's shirt to wear to launch the Everton kit at Anfield. Ewan's in Egbert, yes, Egbert massive. My home turf. I think Everton should give me the new kit to wear for Taylor Swift. I think they should. Niall says Folotonians brought me here. Is right. They should give me the new Castori kit. And I should just go to Anfield wearing it. And like there'll be some pictures of me and everyone will be like, is that the new Everton kit at the Taylor Swift gig? Imagine that. What a way to launch the kit. And I'll throw it to Taylor Swift. And she'll go, what's this? Oh, it's the Pride of Merseyside. Like that. That's exactly how she talks, by the way. She'll go, oh my God, it's the Pride of Merseyside. And she'll put it on. And everyone will go, yes, Toffees, Everton. And Taylor Swift will, in that moment, write a song about Jurgen Klopp's broken heart. That's what'll happen. And that song will become number one. Because everything she touches turns to gold. Everything. And I think that's what we need to do. Everton Football Club, I have challenged you to get me the Everton top for the Taylor Swift gig. Only you can make this happen. Be like, this is a song for Jurgen. Hey Jurgen, I heard you had a bad time at Goodison Park. I'll sort you out. And then next minute she's singing this song. It does feel like she's in the room, doesn't it? It does feel like she's here. It does feel like Taylor Swift is actually just standing there and she's talking and I'm just like a ventriloquist puppet. Honestly. That's how uncanny it is. She's just like, oh my God, my boyfriend's team also play football. And they'll be like, no, it's a different football, love. And she'll be like, oh, this is the sad football for sad Jurgen. What are you going to do with that bar in Sam? Maybe they need to change the name of it to Sean's. Maybe that's what they need to do. Call it Sean's from now on. Strip it out. Get rid of all the shite on the walls and call it Sean's. Because it'll be a stone's throw away from Bramley Moore. And as we know, Sean Dyche is in the process of signing a 10-year contract. Oliver says it's his birthday and they are singing the Towers. Don't know what that means. Dark Arts, why are you so upset? Why are you so upset that Taylor Swift is literally here behind me talking? I'm not really trying to do an American accent. I can do an American accent. I'm just pretending to do an American accent that is like funny. I can do an actual American accent. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I need new shoes. That's not Taylor Swift. That's one of those fat ass Kardashians. Is it David's birthday? Oh, that's amazing. I need to. Oh, Greg. Barry says this is classic. I want the tea. It's just tea, honestly. It's just the tea. It may be laced with the tears of Copites. It may be. I can't prove that. I can't prove if it is laced with the tears. Do you know the only problem with this is no one's going to watch this video afterwards because they're going to look at it and go, a fucking hour, an hour? Over an hour to do a play ratings? An hour to do it. Oh my God. I do like Barbie is a good film. Don't know why people keep on dissing. Don't know why people keep on dissing the Barbie film. I just don't get it. It's a good film. This is the greatest player ratings. I think some people might remember when I did the Derby victory after at Anfield when it was no one there. It was COVID. That was also a very good video, but slightly different because we were all stuck in our houses. Eugene says, did you get the new Taylor Swift album? Yes, it is here. It is in my house. It arrived on Saturday morning. Not saying it's mine. I didn't buy it. But it's here, as well as all the other Taylor Swift albums. Her ones, though. Not that other fella's. Her ones. Her albums. Taylor's version. No Taylor's version, no nothing. Tim Hill says, do we carry on watching? It's not terrible. It's actually really good. I don't know whether you're talking about Barbie or Taylor Swift, but Barbie's actually a really good film, and it has things to say, and I have no issue with those things that it says. It is really good film, and it's quite funny. And Ryan Gosling's Ken is excellent. He's a very funny man. Chris says we need a Carragher impression. Oh, I don't believe it. We're in Scotland on Wednesday. My voice, I can't really do it. My voice. You can't be getting off force. It's terrible. It's terrible. I've had to just look at Wayne Rooney while he was celebrating. It's terrible. It's terrible, isn't it? Oh my gosh. It's not shite. I'm telling you right now, the Barbie film is not shite. It is really good. I really enjoyed it. People who say it's shite are sad old men who can't cope with women having their own lives. Not to get political, but they are the sad people like Jeremy Clarkson and other right-wing knobheads who can't cope with women having their own lives. It's a very good film. And Taylor Swift's also a very good artist. And I like it. And that's fine. I like lots of things. There you go. What's that say? Sorry. I have to look around because my microphone thing's there. My telly's there and I have to look around. Mike Cosgrove says the away end empty quicker than my ass after a curry. Nordic sunset. 25 to the 4:24. There you go, mate. There you go. Dark Hearts wants Al Pacino. I don't think I can do it, but I'll tell you, it's a big ass, and you got your head all the way up it. I need to go soon. I'm actually getting more delirious as we go on. Richard Hindley says your match reaction after John Stones with the shots derby got me into Toffee TV. My wife thought we should call an ambulance after that. Oh yeah, is that the one when we got beat 4-0? Right. I might have to go in a minute, genuinely. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. I feel like I'm here, though, for all the Evertonians who couldn't go for a bevy, who have to go to work. I feel like I'm here just for them. But I feel like some of you might need to go to bed soon. There's like 800 people watching, apparently. 800, nearly 900 people watching. By the way, I won't be going to bed. I'll be going downstairs and I'll be watching the aftermatch of just to see tears. I want to see the tears. Carly, you're absolutely right. Imagine if I did drink. Why do you think I don't drink? That might be a clue. This might be a clue to why I don't drink. Nathan says Barbie is phenomenal. The Zoolander of the generation, but obviously with an important message. You're spot on. Jack says doing a Ned impression. Oh, I've just got new ones from China. Oh, I wonder if the glue will make me hag. I can only get to certain ranges because of my voice, and it's destroyed. Robert says, what about Trump explaining the Liverpool loss? I can't do it, Trump. I can't do it. It's not right. Not right now, anyway. Oh, imagine if you're in a country where our match was on the middle of the night and you wake up and you see the game, but you see the result, but you don't get to experience like we did tonight. Maybe we should just be all up all night for Sean Duffy or Shane Duffy even. Up all night for Shane Toffee. Anyone else remember watching that game? Everton versus Juventus, that finished at like 7 o'clock in the morning when he did the Panenka. Steve Kelly's on the Guinness. Is right, my friend. Enjoy. Kane will be on the skem side. Mark's watching from Auckland, New Zealand. Good on you. Yeah, we were up all night for Shane Duffy when Everton played. They were the halcyon days, weren't they? That was the halcyon days. That pre-season in America was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Kevin says, Baz defo having kittens. Why? I haven't done anything. I haven't said anything. This has been a lot of fun. We've had a lot of fun. We have had a lot of fun. Scott's up all night for Sean Dyche. I mean, you can do it. Up all night for Sean Dyche. There you go. There you go. I'm starting to fade now. I can see myself starting to fade. Oh. I'm going. I can see myself going. Definitely see myself going. And I think all you people should go. So do me a favour, right? At the very fucking least, give this video a like. I was actually going to do a 3 things video instead of Baz, but can I be doing that? I think this is enough for me. Over an hour and 16. Hour and 16. I have to prepare myself for what I'm going to do for tomorrow. Whether it's just a smug smile or whether it's... or whatever it is. I don't know, but I will truly enjoy it. I will truly enjoy it. As I hope all you do tomorrow. I hope all the kids that have got school tomorrow who have never, ever been able to enjoy this, whoever have experienced it, have the time of their lives tomorrow in school. This is your opportunity. This is your opportunity to give it back. To give it back to them. And if you're in work, if you actually go to work anymore, in a way, you know, working from home might have ruined some people's lives because they don't get to do that, to go and do this tomorrow. But then they've had plenty of days saved by not having to go to work. But if you've got to go to work or school or whatever tomorrow, or you're going to see family, or you've got 5-a-side footy or whatever it is, or, you know, whatever it is, fucking enjoy it. Enjoy it. Absolutely enjoy it. Steve Kelly says, Ped, interesting story. I met a bloke on Saturday. He hadn't been to Derby for 49 years. He went tonight, and the last Derby he went to was 2-0 Joe Royal got 2. He made me put a bet on. Absolutely brilliant. There was a fella sitting behind me who had 1-0 Brantwaite. He would have won 350 quid. But I'm sure he's fine. No, honestly, enjoy this. This doesn't come round too often. And fuck them. Do you know if they give it all the like, nah, you've won one, have you, and all that, your cup final? Fuck them. Just fuck them. This is our opportunity. It doesn't happen often. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Let them fucking know, whether it's a smug little smile, whether it's just wearing your Everton top, whether it's wearing a little badge, little tiny badge that you know will fucking piss them off, or a little smug smile. Whatever it is, enjoy it. It is tonight. Tonight was the 39th anniversary of Bayern Munich game as well, and I believe it's the first time we've actually played on this date since, I believe. But just enjoy it, because fuck them. The shit we have to put up with from them. The shit we have to put up with from our own club. So just enjoy it tomorrow, and enjoy it on Friday, and for however long we can milk this. Because you know what? There ain't a Merseyside derby for a little bit now. You've got a few months. You've got the whole of the summer. The whole of the summer to milk this. So fucking milk it and enjoy it. And I will see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock on YouTube. And I expect you all to be there. All of yous. I expect all of yous to be there. And I expect some of yous to have joined Toffee TV Premier as well. Because I've sat here for an hour and a fucking 20 minutes. And I've got no voice left. And I've done it all for you. I hope you appreciate that. While Baz sits on his ass in fucking Florida. Right. I will catch you all tomorrow. Love you all. Up the fucking Toffies.